First I need to start with my part. Here's a bracket I modelled earlier. To start the SolidWorks simulation, you need to go to the Tools drop-down menu and select Add-ins. This will open up a list of all the SolidWorks add-ins. Find SolidWorks Simulation and click the left-hand box. If we click the right-hand box also, this will mean that SolidWorks Simulation add-in is available upon startup. Once this is complete, the new simulation toolbar will be available, as well as a drop-down menu from the top. Go to the simulation toolbar and select the pull-down on the study button, selecting New Study. This will open up the study pane. Here we can rename our study. I'm just going to call this one Design Load. This makes it easier to find later on if we've got quite a few studies on the same part. So once that's done, we just click the tick. At the bottom of the screen we can see the New Study tab, and on the left hand side we can see the simulation tree. We can work through this step by step to set up our study. First we need to ensure the part material is defined. As you can see, plain carbon steel has already been applied because it has been copied from the original model. Or we can right click the part and select Apply Edit Material in the usual way, selecting SolidWorks or Custom Materials. Once all materials are set, a green tick will appear. Now we can move on to the next step. Next, a fixture needs to be applied. Right click Fixtures and select Fixed Geometry. I want the rear face to be held rigid, so I rotate the part and select the face. Click the tick to accept and continue. The next step is to apply an external load. To do this, right click the icon. This brings up a list of different loading types. I'm going to select Force. Again, I select the face I want to apply it to, and I can now set the value. For this test I want it to be 300 newtons. As you can see, the arrows show the direction of the force. We then click the tick. The final step is to mesh the part. Right click the icon and select Create Mesh, opening the meshing panel. By default this is set midway between a coarse and a fine mesh, which is fine for this part, but what I would recommend is to tick the mesh parameters. Now you can adjust the size of the mesh element to a nice round number, so from 3.4 to 3 in this case, and tick Accept. Now the meshing dialog box will appear, showing its progress. When it's complete we can see our meshed part. Now that all the steps are complete, we can run the part. Right click the study icon and select Run, launching the Solver dialog box. When complete, the results are shown on screen. Stress, displacement and strain are plotted by default. However, the stress results are given in newtons per metre squared. To change this, right click the stress results icon and select Edit Definition. Here we can change the units to megapascals. Later I will show you how to set all this before starting a simulation. We also have displacement, which shows us how the part behaves. The third one is strain. I also like to define a factor of safety plot too. To do this, right click the results icon and select Define Factor of Safety Plot. I'm just going to quickly change the chart scale to show a factor of safety between 0 and 10. And that's how to set up a simple study.